the white supremacists said, I can't maintain a system with black people being serious, so I'm going to redirect their seriousness, and I'm going to do it through something that they relate to best. I'm going to do it through a medium that they can relate to, and that is entertainment. So I'm going to twist and turn their entertainment in such a way that where it was anti-non-justice before, where they were trying to talk about justice and head in that direction, I'm going to redirect that whole machine right before their eyes, and since they are a primitive people, they won't even realize what I'm doing, because it will all be fun, because I know how to package stuff that doesn't make sense so that it is fun. And I'll have them directing their entire existence to getting up in the morning and looking for something stupid to do. And they won't even know that they're looking for something stupid to do, because they're just that stupid, because I will have programmed them to be stupid. And from the late 1960s, after the death of Martin Luther King and the riots and the upheavals and all like this, and black people with their fists in there and all like that, and trying to stumble and fumble and find their way and get focus, the white supremacists made a blueprint and put it into action. And that is, I'm going to have these people so confused, they don't even know what they started out to do. And by the late 1970s, they had just about completed it. And we've been on that ever since. And you mentioned something very important. They are more comfortable than ever. But see, it's like making gorillas comfortable in a cage, or monkeys, or pandas. You still got them in a cage, but they're comfortable. See, so give him some bling bling. It's like giving an animal a brand new car and training the animal to ride up and down the street in it. And then you stand back and point at the animal. Like one white man said in the late 1950s. He said he doesn't care what kind of car a Negro has. He said he's still a nigger. And when he rides by in a shiny car, to him, it's just a monkey in a car. White people built a car, put a monkey in it, trained the monkey to drive the car, so now you're looking at a monkey in a car. See, but black people don't see themselves that way. But this is how the white supremacists see us, and they are the ones who run our business. And we have to know that when they look at us, that's what they see. That's what they see. That's what they see. And at a subliminal level, what they see begins to spill over into our brains, so that we, at a subliminal level, see each other that way. And indirectly see ourselves that way. And that's why, here it is in the year 2008, we have no problem slaughtering each other and think it's fun. You can hear the 9mm popping in the night even as we speak. That's black people out there having fun, because that's what we're doing. F-U-N, that's what that comes under. That's entertainment. Killing each other. That's fun. That's almost the definition of black fun. If we're not doing that, we're not really having fun. If we're not doing harm to each other, saying something derogatory, and really, the crown and jewel, killing another black person, we're not really living. And we don't even know that that's our culture. And the white supremacists have very carefully engineered it. Now, this is very important to know in order to solve our problems. Because you say, well, now, knowing that, Fuller, what's the solution? One is very simple. Black people shouldn't even be in contact with each other unless they're talking about something constructive. That means the cell phone should be dead silent most of the time. Because you listen to the average black conversation in this area of the world on a cell phone, and what do you hear? You don't hear anything that's necessary to be said. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that
pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.
On every job situation for a non-white person in the system of white supremacy, when you speak sparingly. You don't say any more than is absolutely necessary to be said in order to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in the best manner. And the best way to always speak, if you can frame whatever you say, because it comes down to how you're speaking most of the time. Whatever you say, try to put it in the form of a question rather than statements. Statements sometimes are resisted, particularly coming from a black person among white people. You start making statements immediately. Many white people, not all, but many, will look at you as to say, wait a minute, are you fixing to tell me something? What do you know to tell me? What do you know to tell me? I'm a white person, and you're black. Do you know anything to tell me that's worth listening to? Now, many white people have been taught to think that way. So you have to recognize that as a fact. That goes with the system of white supremacy. You are a black person in a system of white supremacy trying to tell a white person about what the real deal is about anything, when everything that you have ever learned, Negro, that's worth knowing, came from somebody white. That's the way many white people look at a black person. In other words, they're saying in so many words when they look at you, what are you talking to me for? Trying to teach me anything. You don't know enough to teach me anything, because I get to the people who taught you. The people who taught you taught me before they taught you, boy, girl. See, that is in the mind of many a white person throughout this planet. You have to know that, not guess about it. You have to know that and believe it, because it's true. It's true. That's what white supremacy does. They get constructive information before you even hear about it. But anything that's a bunch of nonsense, you'll get a ton of that, because they want black people's heads to be full of nothing but foolishness. So they'll help you with anything that's absolutely stupid. But they will hold in reserve anything that's absolutely precious, anything that's really going to take you somewhere, that's going to empower you. They'll steer you away from it.